Welcome back everybody, MC here with another video, and today I want to show you guys how to make a liquid lock in Oxygen Not Included, and I'll refer to it as Oni for the rest of the video. So to make a liquid lock in this game, you need to make a V shape on the ground floor, and then you need to make a pillar from above. And what liquid locks do is they stop the distribution of gases from one place to another. So as you can see, I have all my oxygen locked into my base, and outside my base I have all of the CO2. I will show you the setup for this in a second. I just want to show you the benefits first. So when you are trying to make a base, I'd recommend having at least one liquid lock on each side. This is an old liquid lock I was using before, so you're not really going to see much here. But all the unbreathable gases you can see is on the outside, and all of the oxygen and breathable gas is on the inside of the base. These are also very useful for two other different things, and that would be to keep very high temperature gases in an industrial area and then have less damaging gases in a cooler area. So as you can see, this is 160 degrees in some places. Now, when you're using liquid locks with very, very high temperatures, you probably won't want to use water. You're going to want to use oil or petroleum, but I can show you that in another video. For now, I want to show you how to make it. So as I said, you want to make a V shape into the ground, and it has to have at least two spaces for your dupes to get through, because they need to get through the middle. The little step that goes from the right down into the middle and then back up to the left, they can actually fit through that. So there's no issue there with them fitting through. And you want to dig out the rest of the blocks around it and clean it up before you put the water in, and that's how you make your liquid lock. I'm going to show you how I measure it in a second as well, or where do I begin, because when you're making your first liquid locks, it's going to be a bit of a pain, but when you get used to it, you're going to be making liquid locks very quickly. Some places actually require double liquid locks in order to keep temperatures and gases perfect, but that's later game, so you don't really need to worry about that yet. For now, I'm just going to let my guys dig out this ladder, and I'm going to dig out a little space here for you guys so you can see how I set this up. Usually what I would do is I would have the space dug out before putting down the blueprints for them to build it, and obviously you want to work around it a little bit with how you place it so that you don't end up with a ladder that has to go all the way up to the top, and then they go all the way down again to get into the liquid lock, and then they have to go all the way out again on the other side. You'll know what I mean when you're making one, because they can be a bit awkward that way. So as you can see, they're making the pillar here. They're digging out the space for the pillar, and then they're putting in the tiles. So you just want to use normal tiles. So how I do this is I usually make a pillar from the top of the ceiling, and I obviously go as high as I'm interested in doing. Then I put one block either side at the bottom of that pillar. Then I put one block at the bottom, in between the two at the bottom. And then I put one more on each side at the top. As you can see, it's kind of like an arrow shape with a gap in the middle. Now, if that needs more explanation, make sure you message me in the comment section, because it's very hard to explain if the person is having trouble understanding. So make sure you ask if you have any issues, and I'll try and either explain it by text, or I can also show a picture if possible. So you want to put a bottle emptier on the top of one of the blocks or one of the tiles, turn it to water, and turn auto bottle on. You don't always have to turn auto bottle on, but I often find it's quicker that way. You can also put the priority up as well. So I'm just going to clean up a couple of these here. I'd like to see that you guys make these nice and clean as well. So your dupes are going to be putting water into the bottle opener, and it's going to put water into the middle, which is going to drain down. That little wall of water that you see there, as soon as you see that, that's when you know it's working. But once the water settles, that middle block will often become empty again. And as you can see, the gases are passing through. So you need to have enough water to make that little wall, which is very, very important. Now, your dupes will splash some of the water as they go in and out of the liquid lock as well, which means that the wall can be destroyed by your dupes if there's not enough water in there. Now, each block in this game only allows one type of liquid. So if you have the 3 blocks that you can see here that are water, you're not going to end up with water and then petroleum or water or something else in that block. So you just want to make sure that you put enough water into this liquid lock so that the middle, as I said, is blocked off, but also so that all the other sides are as well. Let me know what you think of today's video. Thank you very much for watching, and let me know if you need any further explanation. Thank you very much, and ta-ta!